In the heart of the Roman Republic, the Senate's marble halls echoed with whispers of dissent. The year was 63 BCE, and the city was gripped by a tense, unseasonable chill, as if the gods themselves sensed the brewing storm. Senators, cloaked in their togas, exchanged furtive glances, their minds filled with thoughts of power and betrayal. Lucius Sergius Catilina, known as Cataline, stood at the center of this unrest, his ambition burning fiercely despite his tarnished reputation. He moved through the crowded forums, his eyes scanning the faces of potential allies, soldiers, and debt-ridden citizens disillusioned by the Senate's corruption. Catiline's heart pounded with a mix of hope and desperation as the winter wind whipped around him, mirroring the storm within. In secret meetings held under the cover of darkness, Cataline and his followers plotted the overthrow of the Republic. The conspirators, their faces half hidden by the flickering lamplight, swore oaths of loyalty, their voices hushed but resolute. Each night, the tension grew thicker, their plans more intricate, the stakes higher. Marcus Tullius Cicero, the newly elected consul, was wary of Catiline's intentions, his suspicions sharpened by years of political maneuvering. He walked the cold marble corridors of the Senate, his mind racing with thoughts of protection and survival. Cicero's sharp eyes missed nothing, and he soon uncovered whispers of a plot against the Republic. The Senate convened in a heated session, the air thick with the scent of incense and tension. Cicero stood before his peers, his voice steady as he exposed the conspiracy, his words cutting through the murmurs of disbelief and fear. The senators listened, their faces pale, the enormity of the threat sinking in. Cataline, defiant and cunning, denied the accusations with a chilling calm. He stood tall amidst the Senate, his gaze unwavering as he accused Cicero of fear-mongering and deceit. The room grew colder as senators weighed his words, torn between loyalty and doubt. Realizing the tide was turning against him, Cataline fled Rome under the cover of night, his loyal followers close behind. The winter wind bit at their heels as they made their way to Faesulae, where they would rally forces for their rebellion. The journey was harsh, the cold seeping into their bones, but their resolve remained unbroken. In Faesulae, Catiline's army began to form, a mix of disenfranchised veterans, indebted farmers, and eager young men. The camp buzzed with activity, the sounds of training and preparation filling the crisp morning air. Cataline moved among his troops, his presence a beacon of hope and defiance. Back in Rome, Cicero worked tirelessly to counter the threat, his mind a whirlwind of strategies and alliances. He called upon loyal senators and generals, rallying them to the cause of the Republic. The consul's residence became a hive of activity, the air filled with the urgency of impending conflict. Cicero's spies intercepted letters between the conspirators, providing concrete evidence of the plot. The documents, laid out on Cicero's desk, revealed the full extent of Catiline's plans and the breadth of his support. The air in the consul's chambers was thick with the gravity of the revelations. With the evidence in hand, Cicero convened the Senate once more, presenting the intercepted letters. The senators, now convinced of the danger, debated fiercely the appropriate response. The room was filled with the sound of raised voices and the scent of fear. Cicero ordered the arrest of key conspirators still in Rome, his actions swift and decisive. The soldiers, clad in their winter cloaks, moved through the city streets, their breath visible in the cold air as they apprehended the traitors. The arrests sent a clear message: the Republic would not fall without a fight. In Faesulae, news of the arrests reached Cataline, but instead of dissuading him, it steeled his resolve. He stood before his army, the winter sun casting long shadows over the encampment, as he vowed to march on Rome and seize his destiny. The men, emboldened by their leader's determination, cheered with renewed fervor. Both sides prepared for the inevitable clash, their camps bustling with the activity of war. Catiline's forces trained rigorously, the cold air biting at their exposed skin, while Cicero's loyalists fortified their positions around Rome. The tension was palpable, the calm before the storm. The decisive battle took place at Pistoria, the landscape covered in a thin layer of frost, the morning air crisp and clear. Catiline's forces clashed with the Roman legions, the sound of metal on metal echoing through the valley. The soldiers, driven by fear, hope, and loyalty, fought fiercely, the cold seeping into their bones as the battle raged on. Amidst the chaos, Cataline fought with the ferocity of a man with nothing to lose, his sword flashing in the winter sun. Surrounded and outnumbered, he refused to surrender, his defiance a symbol of his unyielding ambition. As he fell, his followers' spirits broke, the rebellion's fire extinguished in the cold, harsh light of day. The battlefield, once alive with the sounds of conflict, grew silent as the last echoes of battle faded away. The Roman soldiers, their breath heavy in the frigid air, began the grim task of tending to the wounded and counting the dead. Cicero, receiving word of the victory, felt a mix of relief and sorrow for the lives lost. Back in Rome, the captured conspirators faced swift justice, their fates sealed by the Senate's decree. The executions, carried out in the cold dawn light, served as a stark reminder of the Republic's resolve. Cicero, though victorious, felt the weight of his decisions, the cost of preserving the Republic heavy on his shoulders. The Cataline conspiracy left an indelible mark on Rome, a tale of ambition, betrayal, and the fragility of power. Cicero's actions, both praised and criticized, became a defining moment in his career. The story of the conspiracy was recounted in hushed tones, a cautionary tale for those who dared to challenge the might of Rome. In the end, the Republic stood firm, its foundations tested but unbroken. The senators, soldiers, and citizens of Rome, though shaken, found renewed strength in their unity and shared purpose. The cold winds of winter gave way to the promise of spring as Rome continued its march through history, ever vigilant against the shadows of conspiracy. Our journey through time comes to an end for today. We embark on new adventures every week. If you relish the experience, please like and subscribe.